This is the 1 to 2 to 3 skills that every health entrepreneur needs to have. So let's get into it. Number one, I think passion is the most underrated skill someone could have, because when you have passion, even though there are massively hard days, you're excited to do the thing and you put all your effort, energy into it. I think number two, you must have energy. Energy is is like, I would say, maybe more than passion, the number one skill, because if you come on and you show up like this, like how are you gonna win when like you just show up and you're disconnected? Who wants to be led by that? Like no one. People need to get energy from you. People need to feel that you support them and that you got their back. If you show up monotone and don't care, like no one's buying anything from you. I don't even know what you sell, but like no one is going to buy anything from you, and they're not going to want to come and hang out with you. And as we know, some of our patients literally just want to come see us just to like tell us their life story and just communicate with us, which is fine. Like that is part of the healing journey. I'm not saying that's not. And so, if you're not a person that brings energy all the time, then that is a skill that I would work on. Meaning, could you go do red light therapy? Could you go do cold plunges? Could you go start singing because that builds energy? Could you go jump on a trampoline because that builds energy and like getting the lymphatic system going? Could you go work out? All of that builds energy. And so I think that's huge. I think the third thing I would say is purpose. A very big why on all the hard days when it's like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if it's worth it. Can we actually, conquer this? Is this going to be possible? Like all those things that you question, that's when you're going to be like, yeah, it's the purpose. It's the deep why. For me at PelviBiz, I'm doing this to help support women be able to live a life that they never even could have imagined. And I don't say that lightly because I've actually lived it. I'm not just a coach, just coaching. I'm not just a coach just like saying it. It's because I've lived it, experienced it. And I want every woman that actually wants it to live the life, have the spouse that they want, have the, dream life at the dream location they want, have the house that they want, have the kids that they want. Like whatever it may be for you and your situation, like I want you to know you can have it all. And my big why comes from when I was growing up, I saw my mom struggle so hard to give us everything that we wanted. But there was only so much that she could give us because there was only so many jobs she could work, because there was only so many hours in the day. There wasn't social media back then. And so it was like a physical job. So she literally only slept 3 hours a night for like 15 years straight. I'm not kidding. And so I think my big why is like to give back. So like no one has to be my mom. No one has to be me at the beginning of my career for 8 years straight where I worked 4 jobs because I saw my mom do that. And that now there's other ways. There's other ways to do it. And that's my messaging, and that's my deep why. Like you can probably feel my passion when I talk about this because I can feel it. And it's not, made up and fake and I'm just saying things to say it because I'm a coach. No. It's because I deeply feel that and I want to deeply help people. And you have to have that. That's part of my purpose and passion. Is like it goes together. And I believe, and an energy. You got to build energy. And I think every entrepreneur, especially in health, because we give so much energy to patients and people, that you have got to build. The secret here is you have got to build your own energy. And if you don't build your own energy, you will become resentful of the patients, you will become burnt out, and you'll want to leave the field altogether because you're like, not worth it to me anymore, not worth it. And that's probably accurate because you haven't been able to give to yourself in 17 years that you were doing this, right? And I just don't want people to get there because I have been there. And I'm trying to coach in a way that makes people not feel that and like still want to be a part of the healthcare space and not get out of the healthcare space because they're just tired of it and they don't see a different way of doing things. And that's really I don't know, it's just really what I'm about, especially in the females space, because we do so many things for our families and we have a very hard time giving to ourselves. In general, I'm generalizing, and I want to change it. I want to completely change it and know that you can have everything. And I would say that's those are the skills that are required that no one talks about. They talked about all the tactile stuff. Well, this is the new marketing thing and this is the new sales, but the skills that is really required is energy, purpose, and passion. Those are key. And if you have that, no matter what, you won't stop. You're not going to put yourself out of the game. You're going to stay in the game. And the only way you can lose and fail is if you stop. Then the game's over. But if you don't stop and every single day you take a step forward, how can you lose if you just keep going? You can't. And so, I don't know, that's what I believe is the key to success.